Well, work. That's what we deal with in labour, inside labour and the labour rap. What is work? Work, by the dictionary definition, is any activity with a purpose and within our modern society with the expectation of reward. So on that basis, is commercialised sex work? Because after all, it is for reward, it is an activity with a purpose. But by that broad definition, so would bank robbers. Bank robbery would be work, housebreaking would be work. But obviously no sane person would say so. We would all agree that that would be a crime because there are victims involved. But there are many, well, victimless crimes, are there? Sex work, as the group say, sex work is a victimless crime. But it is still regarded as a crime. Within South Africa, all commercialized sex, whether it is the sale, the purchase, or any financial benefit from commercialized sex, is a crime. It's been so, well, certainly since 2007, but over the last 50 years. Now, Amnesty International, the international human rights group, last week called for the decriminalization of what they called sex work. And this issue has been taken up within South Africa by two human rights and gender equality groups, Embrace Dignity and the Asijiki Coalition, which involved the Sex Workers Education and Advocacy Task Force, SWET, the Sonke Gender Justice Network, and the Women's Legal Centre. They call for total decriminalisation, whereas Embrace Dignity only wants partial decriminalisation because they say the sex worker or the prostitute should not be criminalised in order to help the system, to benefit the sex workers or the prostitutes. This is an important debate, and it's coming up before Parliament. It's been submitted as a petition to Parliament, and it is one that everyone should be involved in because there is an extraordinary amount of abuse of women in this country, and the majority of sex workers are women. So according to Embrace Dignity, partial decriminalisation, decriminalising only, making it a crime to buy sex or to benefit from it, but not to sell sex, would help the situation. On the other hand, SWET and the Asijiki Coalition say decriminalisation is the only way to go, and in this they have the agreement of not only Amnesty International but a whole host of international bodies. Yet in South Africa, we say any form of commercial sex is a crime. Should we maintain that, or should we partially decriminalise, making only the person who sells sexual favours free to do as they please, but anyone who actually uses those favours be prosecuted? Or should we decriminalise and concentrate instead, because both sides, Embrace Dignity and Asijiki Coalition, both sides agree that there should be no abuse. They are both vehemently opposed to human trafficking, child prostitution, and all such abuses. But it will in the end come down to all of us and what we think and the pressure we can put on politicians, whether we want to keep the existing situation, whether we want to partially decriminalise commercialised sex, sex work, prostitution, call it what you will, or decriminalise. Which is the best way forward for our society? Well, that's what I'm going to be concentrating on in my Inside Labour column this week, which you can view and read on this platform tomorrow, and in the City Press business section on Sunday. And for this week, that's all from me. Cheers.